Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and today I'm going to play a little game called Lost in the Open. I've been aware of it for quite some time now, and now that it's finally available, I'm going to record it and have some fun. So, this is a game in which we play as a king who has been invited, and yes, there is no main menu music. Hey, it's early access, it's not finished yet, it's all good, right? We've got a settings menu here, alright? With a few options, and I'm just gonna, yep, all looks good, definitely recording. Haha. After checking there now, so yeah, this is a game in which we play as a king who has visited a neighbouring country beyond the borders of his realm, and what should have been diplomatic negotiations turned into an assassination attempt. The king has escaped with a few of his warriors and is struggling back through hostile territory trying to get home, while the soldiers of the enemy regent harangue and harass him, pursuing him through the forest, daring him to come out and play yay yay. If this sounds ever so familiar, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's dive in and give it a go. I'm probably not going to be successful on my first attempt, but I'll just see what I can do. Difficulty, we have Merciful, a forgiving journey, recommended for first playthroughs. Enemies are weaker and progress slower. Resources are abundant. Indifferent, the world is cold and inconsiderate, recommended for experienced players. Resources are limited. And Cruel, your past is judged accordingly, recommended for expert players. Well, I haven't played before at all, so I'm going to go with Merciful this first time, and even that might be pretty tricky. We had a hint of music there, so that's something. Earlier this day, you were lured into the beloved city of Strafa under the guise of a diplomatic meeting. As dusk settled, a Strafian assassin pounced at you during a feast. The slender assailant, disguised as a servant, lunged his dagger towards your chest. Seated at the high table in Strafa Castle's court halls, you were caught with your guard down. The blade slid between your ribs and would have pierced your heart had you not recoiled in time. Instead, you were left with a deep bleeding wound in your side. King Nervesk has lost 42% of his maximum health. I don't know if we can rename the king. King Nervesk has sustained a mortal wound. That's really bad. You survived the attempt on your life for now, but this wound promises to claim you in time. Your elite bodyguards reacted immediately, cutting down the assassin. They pulled you out of your seat and carried you out of the court halls as chaos began to break. Most of your men were surrounded and eventually killed, but their resistance bought time. Those carrying you were thus able to carve a path through Strafa Castle to the ground floor in search of an escape. Miraculously, your two surviving bodyguards, Marsk and Volkver. Again, bit of a mouthful, these names. I know the Witcher games have made Eastern European names popular in fantasy, especially if they don't roll off the tongue and are really hard to pronounce. But here we are. That is where you find yourself now. Bodyguard Marsk has joined your company. Bodyguard Volkver has joined your company. Marsk and Volkver were lightly injured in the fighting. They've both been wounded. You are left with one option. Return to your home, the kingdom of Rudom, traversing the perilous no-man's land that separates it from Strafa. Your prospects of survival appear grim. Your wound will worsen rapidly. Despite the odds, Volkver and Marsk remained steadfast in their promise to defend you until the end. We got some money, some materials, some medical supplies, and provisions. And we are now on the outskirts of hostile territory. Warning! All I did was click to see if I could move the camera. You have suffered a grievous wound that has left you weak and vulnerable. Battling in this state is likely to prove fatal. Stay vigilant. You may find hope in those whose own interests require you alive. So, nodes and biomes. Overworld tutorial. Node and biome locations are unique to each playthrough, with each biome featuring its own scenarios to encounter. Hover over a biome to view its details and whether it is a controlled territory. Your purpose now is to outrun your Straphaian pursuers and return to Rudome. You must reach the northern edge of Temkau. That's probably Temchau. Temkau before you can escape the Fallen Forest and conclude Act 1. There are acts. Alright. Recruit event. A location that offers recruiting. That could be beneficial. A trader event. A location that offers trading. Another trader event. And unknown event. An unpredictable location. Well, let's go there because recruit may be dangerous, and let's just go here and see if it's something special. The Straphaian's assassin's blade is left Nervesk debilitated. You should take caution engaging in battle for the time being. Absolutely. Your Straphaian pursuers have just occupied an area in Temkau, the one we were just in. A Straphaian vanguard is in hot pursuit of you. They will continue to capture area tiles in search for you. When a tile is not captured, all locations within it become very high danger nodes. Landing on one of these nodes will initiate a difficult fight against a powerful Straphaian vanguard force. Avoid your pursuers at all costs. A friendly voice calls out to you. A small Straphaian hunting party approaches, followed by carts filled with the spoils of their trip. It seems these Straphaians are unaware you are wanted. Let's offer to trade. Though one hunter explains the spoils are for the Straphaian court, another insists there is more than enough to spare, and that Boros II would welcome trade with his ally, Nervesk. Yes, that's why he's sending his army out to try and kill us. I doubt they have our best interest at heart, and are just coming to make sure we're safe and have survived the assassin's attempt. And, yeah. We could buy 2 deer pelts, 1 deer pelt, no food. We'll buy 1. No, 2 is a better deal. You hand over the coin, and the hunters politely add the pelts to your supplies. After a few exchanged words, you part ways. Now, what's this? Battle event. Let's not do that. Another unknown event is risky. There's a trader. These could go this way. Do we have... cursor keys can move the map. It's risky. We might have locked ourselves into this side. I'm going to risk it. All units recover some health while travelling in the overworld. Some events offer the opportunity to heal, and these moments will be your primary source of recuperation. I'm leaving this... No, there we go, it'll be fine. You hear the rhythmic clanging of a forge. A lone blacksmith hammers at a sword in front of a small hut of wood and clay. Let us approach the blacksmith. As you greet the blacksmith, he responds with a wide smile. Ah, welcome. Let's trade for the blacksmith. Ask about the forge. Yeah. The isolation helps me focus, though it's more dangerous out here now than ever. But city life wasn't for me. Care to look at my work? Yeah, we'll have to look. He asks you to wait for a moment and wheels out a cart of weaponry and armour from behind his hut. Right. King Nervesk has the king's armour, an extra 93 maximum health and free armour rating, and The king's two-handed sword, which is 13 damage slashing. The deer fur is valuable. This item is worth more to traders. It will sell for its full gold value rather than half. It's not listed as trading or anything, so we can sell those. Can we look at these? Ah, we can. Excellent. Rudomian armor. Well, maybe if we change out of our foreign-looking armor to help sneak through the area, that would help us. Armor rating 4, 63 maximum health. And Rudomian mace. 10 damage. Different sword, 11 damage. Okay, so slightly better. What have we here then? A ring of swiftness. Oh, that's cheap. That's really cheap. 3 initiative and 10 dodge rating. This deep green ring has an invigorating effect that enhances the wearer with swift movement. And given that the king is mortally wounded, a wound that is bleeding, no less, that's not ideal. Right. Bundle of bandages grants 20% of maximum health for the character holding the bandage when moving to a node. This item is then consumed. Aha. I see. Okay. But also very affordable. A skeleton key might be useful in restoration, and a shovel. Well, can we... How are we going to... We're just going to go like that? There we go. Let's buy this for... Come on. Why can't... Ah, right-clicking works. Okay. There we go. Ah. Okay, let's see. So, we can... Aha. Purchasing this upgrade increases the gear strength of Nordvesk and his company's outfit. So, oh, it's for everyone. I see. Hang on. So these aren't available for the mace. So these are for the entire company. These are individual changes. So, a mortal wound is a deep stab wound suffered at the hands of a Strafaian assassin. Loses 4 maximum stamina. Damage reduced by 40%. Minus 10 initiative. Devastating stab wound. A worsening wound suffered at the hands of an assassin in Strafa Castle. Hampers Nordvesk's ability to function in combat. Okay. Let's see. Fine leather straps. So, do I get a possibility to replace these? Purchasing this upgrade increases the gear strength of Nordvesk and his company's outfit equipment. At every third tier, the number of attributes increases by 1. So increases attribute bonuses of all outfit equipment from 60% to 75%. So basically all of the modifiers. And that likewise to 72, 75. So the armor is a better deal. Now, fine leather straps would give 2 armor efficiency. We don't have armor efficiency here. We have armor rating and maximum health. Iron tassets, which will protect the upper legs from frontal assault. Armor rating +1, protection rating +5. Don't know the difference there. Okay. Hang on. Side tassets. Oh, they're at the side, not the front. Okay. Protection rating plus 5. So, armor rating reduces incoming direct damage received by armor by this value, whereas protection rating, percentage of direct damage reduced when... Okay, so that's a percent, that's a flat reduction. Got it. Thick leather soles gives extra free initiative and 10 dodge rating. You know what? That's probably well worth it. And a male undershirt. Critical resistance. Oh, that's really good. Okay, let's take the thick leather soles. How... Okay. I'm not seeing it. Let's grab this as well. We'll destroy the... Oh, we can't have everything. Okay. We can, however, go like this. You know what, in that case, the tassets might be very good for his lordship. Serrated edge on the sword, no. Keen edge, sure. At the moment, these are all things we're getting to try out for the first time ever. Our foes have explored in this direction. Let's head towards this unknown event. You hear bickering somewhere amongst the dense trees ahead of you. Investigating, you find the camp. Strathian merchants are engaged in a heated argument with their guards about the fastest route to Stratha. As they quarrel, you notice a cart of supplies left completely unguarded. I'm not going to rob them, because if they notice they've been robbed, they might come looking for me. And much more importantly, when the enemy soldiers come this way and say, have you seen anyone? They say, no, but someone stole stuff off our cart, so they must be nearby. I'm not going to steal their goods. I'm not going to attack them. I'll just leave well alone. The camp is too busy arguing to notice you slink back into the forest. I want to go exploring over here, but what's this? A safe event? Well, that's probably a really good idea. Panting heavily, your vision blurred, your wound threatens to take you as you stumble through the fallen forest of Temkau. The trees envelop you and your companions in darkness and silence. Emerging from behind the thick, gnarled trunks of a pair of trees, two cloaked figures block your path in a slow and deliberate fashion. They observe you with calm authority. They invite you, and you alone, to approach. You hear a whisper, faint but clear. Accept doom or seek repentance. Work in progress. This is the start of the repentance quest line. Declining this quest begins impossible mode, which sounds very harsh. For now, you have no choice but to accept the stranger's invitation. They blindfold you, leading you deeper into the forest. You hear a ritual begin around you. Your mortal wound is healed. A sliver of mercy has been offered to you. Do not waste it. Face the dangers of Temkau and return to your home in Rudome. We have been very fortunate. We now have a chance. Trade haven. You have entered the part of Temkau that is controlled by a community of tax-evading merchants and shady traders. Strathian pursuit is slowed here. Take your time to trade and recover. Following the muffled sounds of merrymaking, you find yourself in front of a quaint lone inn with a smithy attached to its side. We can enter the inn, then visit the smithy. Sure, or visit only the blacksmith, or leave it, but yeah, we'll go to the inn as well. Entering through the inn doors, you are taken aback by the diversity of its patrons, the rugged bandits to nobles of minor houses. One of the patrons points at you in recognition. "Is that Nervesk? That's King Nervesk!" You feel an impulse to act. We'll quickly improvise a speech on what brings us here. Yeah, the bastard stabbed me. Your speech falls flat, and guests turn to their drinks awkwardly. The innkeeper calls you over. "You will share that, mate." The innkeeper expresses his support for you under his breath and slides you over a parcel of provisions. We have gained 10 provisions. Excellent. Are they consumed every time we move? When your provisions run out, your company begins to starve and lose health while travelling. Nervesk consumes 1 provision, while every other unit consumes 1 provision when travelling between nodes. So everyone eats 1. So we can go 20 spaces. Exiting the inn, you decide to visit the smithy. The blacksmith is a small, older man, though his arms reflect years at the forge. He gestures for you to take a look at what he has to offer, and we have heavily reduced funds. It would be nice to get the materials. Can we purchase materials? Oh, he won't. He's got no trading. He's just an upgrade guy. Got it. And I know that sound. It sounds like I'm going to have to stop for a moment. Or 2 or 3. Alright. I'm glad I heard that, because that was my father coming downstairs. He couldn't sleep. And he spent a little over 2 hours in the front room. Now he's gone back to bed again so I can continue recording. Which is good because I didn't have time to close the menu. Now, we don't have enough material components for any upgrades except for some leather straps, but in those couple of hours I took a few moments to glance over what's here. It would seem that Marsk is our more defensive warrior. He is alert, which is interesting, strong-willed, so he gets good tenacity, and tenacity determines the percentage chance of an uninjured unit surviving being struck down in combat. So I think tenacity is basically a protection against a one-hit kill. He has bulwark. Now this seems like a similar skill to raise shield. However, bulwark requires 8 stamina. On use, grants the user blocking. Blocking increases a unit's protection rating by 30 against attacks from the direction the unit is facing. And knockout to subdue an opponent, right? Which will stun and, wreck the action economy for them essentially. Volkver has less abilities. He has shield. They both have shield training, and everyone has attack of opportunity. Volkver has analytical, so he has a higher critical hit chance but a lower initiative. Everyone has a basic attack. Volkver also has rending strikes. Strike 2 times with reduced accuracy. Each strike applies bleeding, so lighter damage bleeding hits. And raise shield. On use, grants the user blocking. Blocking increases a unit's block rating by 40. Lasts for 2 turns. This version of blocking doesn't have a duration listed and only affects the front. It's worse. Right. 30 blocking, front facing, no listed duration, same reset time, higher stamina cost. As opposed to lower stamina cost, 40 blocking for 2 turns. This just seems to be better. Since we can't afford any of these upgrades, I would be interested to know if these icons for equipment change as we upgrade things. But we don't have the resources to do so. Let's leave the forge and continue onwards. Now, our foes they're apparently searching in this direction, which is great. By hounding us initially this way, they must have expected us to go in this direction, or they're systematically checking everywhere close to their stronghold. We could head back towards danger. We don't need another trader event. We need a... Ooh, ancient woodland, yeah. Oh, 95%. So the Strathians capture areas rather than immediately just move in one at a time. 18. So it looks like they're mostly moving here. We need to hurry onwards. A safe event, 2 safe events. Recovery is good. There seems to be no path heading this way, but let's dally a little, enjoying a safe event. We should go to a battle event at some point because, well, medical supplies are used to speed up recovery and treat injuries, preventing them from becoming marred, developing into permanent injuries. Medical supplies are expensive and rare to find after a battle, and we don't have much money. Let's go here because we can enjoy 2 safe events theoretically. A group of travellers approaches you with wide eyes. They kneel at your feet. They are Rudomians, they explain, loyal to your rule. They offer you supplies to aid your journey home. We've gained 2 medical supplies and 24 provisions. That's great. And a bandage and a bundle of bandages. Excellent. Now, can we... We did purchase some bandages in the stash. And a ring, yes. Can we... There's that. So we can equip bandages. We got this key. Excellent. And we got a lot of bandages. Of skills, leadership points. No leadership tactic available to upgrade. That may, again, early access. We don't know if those will come later or if we just need to level up a bit to get that. Let's continue. We have a recruit event. Let's do that. A band of armed bandits emerge from the tree line. You reach for your sword. However, the leader of the group places his sword and shield on the ground before him. He explains they are looking for work. Let us inspect the men. Alright. Well, with our 39 gold, there is 1 warrior here who's... Actually, what is the currency? Just gold. 1 warrior here who is beyond our limit. Let's see. A brute. Looks like a Viking, to be honest. Pikemen. And a grunt. Okay. A rugged frontline fighter armed with sword and shield, well suited to hold the line against oncoming foes. His defenses make him reliable in direct confrontations, though his offensive power relies more on persistence than precision. Got it. The pikeman's skill with his weapon allows him to attack over and through the front lines of his more physically imposing allies. Lightly armoured, the pikeman serves best when given the space and protection to devastate the enemy from relative safety. I think we will grab a pikeman. Now, melee averse, pile on, irritable, sprint, impaling thrust. Oh, he's just irritable, careful. Okay, we both have irritable and pile on and melee averse. Careful gives him extra dodge rating but reduced damage. But he does have impaling thrust, which is a bleeding attack. I think we'll go for it. There we go. And we shall move on. We can go back this way. 82% captured. 66% captured. Maybe heading to here is not the wisest choice, but it gives us... We're now fully recovered. Everyone's at full health. We have a recruit event. With 6 gold, we're not going to be recruiting anybody. Battle, unknown. Let's go back this way to an empty event. And we see space has been captured. You gaze at your surroundings. You have been here before. That's it, we're going this way then. You are approached by a party of wanderers gasping at the sight of you. They explain their travels from Rudom and are supporters of your rule. They offer you aid for your journey, and they give us 2 medical supplies and more bandages. Excellent. I can definitely see how... I don't know how far we need to go to get out of here, and there are 3 acts, potentially. But let's see if we can get into some trouble. There's an unknown event. Let's do that. And we move 2 hexes as well. You hear a rustling up ahead and see silhouettes of men pass between the trees. As you reach for your sword, they come into your view. Bandits, gaunt, mumbling to themselves and shuffling towards you. Food? We could feed them. 21 of our 74. That's not wise. No, we're just going to have to... We can leave. And they'll let us leave? I think we should fight them. The men clumsily reach for their arms as you advance to attack. Engage. And this is our first experience of combat. Hopefully something we will not do too often. Right. No tutorials, no information. So, fun. We have spaces, gnarled roots. What's this? This is some kind of obstacle. Now then. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, including an archer. Okay, let's go behind. Let's move to here. How do we change facing? So to change facing, we click on the edge of the hex. And then click to confirm. We'll end our turn because we don't fully know what we're dealing with yet. Oh. Alright. We do want our shield men to get further forward. So let's just end. Hold. Ouch. I think we'll go strike. Ooh, now. That's an automatic, but we can... So we can't make a rending strike because it requires 10 of our 8 stamina. We'll go normal slice then. A unit has just received an effect. Examining their current status by right-clicking on the tile beneath them. Who's received an effect? Presumably one of our... Okay, let's see. So the tile itself, no. No. The examination... The tile beneath... hang on. Not sure how we're going to do that. The examination... Hang on. Examine their current status by clicking the tile beneath them. So presumably like here. But that's not doing anything. Right? Shattered armor. A unit's armor was shattered, reducing their armor rating to 0. All direct damage that would have been reduced by this unit's armor is now reduced by its health. Presumably, this fellow here. So clicking on the... right-click on the... Okay. So, shattered. Armor crumbled, leaving defenses exposed. This unit's armor rating has been reduced to 0. Presumably it was normally more. Okay. Shattered enemies are vulnerable. Finish them off. Well, we're going to have to end our turn first. Interesting, the initiative... the initiative tracker only shows those who have not gone yet. So, turn order. After every unit has had their turn, the round ends and the next begins. The turn order of a round is decided by initiative. Whoever has the highest starts, and the rest of their turns in descending order. Influencing initiative during the round will affect the current turn order. Gotcha. So that will take up so many of our action points. We're not going to actually get to take any actions, and would leave us vulnerable to these 2 individuals. Not wise. Let's just go to there and end our turn. This archer is going to be a problem. Okay. So obviously our foe has attack of opportunity, so we don't want to provoke that. Lazy. Rarely feels motivated. Okay. Well. This is... Boop. Yeah, okay, got it. Marsk. We could throw up our bulwark, or we could try batter the guy first. Let's try knockout, because... Excellent. We might... Oh, we can now move. And then we'll end our turn. Next up, Pikeman Kedlin. Bosh. Okay, that's not bad, but can we do better? Ooh. Stamina costs 14. Well, we got the stamina, so what's wrong with it? It's, Okay. Let's move up because our target is stunned. Yep, that hurts a lot. Okay, double bleed because he's out of armor. There we go. So, persistence. A unit's health persists after battle, but will recover slowly while travelling between locations on the overworld. Try to spread damage between your companions and avoid needless fights. Got it. Directions and turning. Before ending your turn, it's important to decide the facing direction. Attacking a unit from behind incurs significant offensive bonuses. Enemy combatants will try to flank you. Do not let them. Click the unit's tile or press T to change their facing direction. Okay, I think I got that already. Oh, we can chop again. Excellent stuff. He's recovered from stun and he moves in and attacks. Got it. Okay. So if we go to gnarled roots, it's harder to dodge. We got to go frontal, I think, if we want to do any damage here, and I think we should. Then I think we need to take this man down. He looks very big and dangerous, and we missed. That is terrible. And we are currently at a disadvantage. They've got an archer at the back and we can't maneuver around. Okay, so with our pike, I think we thrust. That's terrible. Why are we... Again? We can attack twice? Okay. That don't make sense. Ow. Gotta watch that armor. Okay. Now. We'll go for a bash. That's terrible. Face this way. Uh-oh. And get that shield up. And with 6, hey, yeah, get a hit in there. You know, it's something. It's not ideal. Right. We need to absolutely get a lot of damage in. It's not perfect, but it will have to do. The king is exposed. It's like a really bad game of chess. But he is dodging very well. Excellent, let's keep it up. Heroic strike, 7 to 12 damage. On striking down a unit, demoralize enemy units within 2 tiles. He has 42 health. So, for now... Or, if only. Okay, well we can do that again. That's tragic. Ow. We do need to stop that pikeman getting mullered. Right, so this would be Maersk. Let's make a really... Okay, again. And then smack this one. And T, this way. Excellent. So, straight up poke. This is a really bad place for our pikemen to be. So, we'll poke again. It's something. And now... Oh, hello! So we can go like this. And then like this. A unit was fully flanked. All units defend the 3 tiles they are facing, known as their zone of control. In contrast, the 3 tiles behind a unit are considered their rear. Attacks from a unit's rear deal 100% bonus damage and ignore the unit's dodge and parry ratings. The remaining tiles are known as a unit's sides. Attacks from a unit's sides deal 50% bonus damage and ignore the unit's parry rating, outmaneuvering the enemy by defending your flanks and exploiting theirs. Excellent. Now these two, yeah. This brigand has got to be wondering what he let himself in for, really. Do we need to use materials to repair our armour as well? I don't know, but... Oh, you're facing that way. That's not good for us. Okay. Let us strike pathetically. And the archer is still a problem. Yeah. Okay. Just straight up mace bash, I think. Because we can't deal with these two just yet. Right. If only we had some kind of... I mean, we do. We need to move him out. So trying for a stun here soon will be good. Or we move into here and go, fuck you. We have a sword. New round. Okay. His Majesty needs to exact cruel justice upon this bastard. It's something. So far, King Nervesk is doing well on the field of battle. Attack of opportunity. I don't think anybody did provoke one. Every unit can defend against attacks from the 3 tiles they are facing, highlighted by the, in yellow, zones of control. If a unit attempts to move out or through an enemy's zones of control, the enemy will make an attack of opportunity against that unit. An attack of opportunity can also be triggered by specific abilities. That's all well and good. Okay. We still can't get our stun ready, so we're just going to go straight up knockout attempts. Well, just damage, you know. Yes, please. Wait. I see what we're doing here. We don't want to leave our back exposed to the archer. So then, T that way. There we go. You stay here and just poke this one. Okay, so the default attack does not go to this, it's something else. Interesting. So he's turned and attacked here, then faced that way. This locks the king down, but we can... You know what? Try it. Oh. Oh, well. I don't know if there's a... Oh, shit. A maximum range on the bow. So... Oh, that's my guy. Right. I want to move. Why can I not... There we go. Right. I'm going full tilt towards the armor. No, face that way, please. Because bodyguard Mersk is in best condition. Let's go hide behind a tree. And you can also hide behind some trees. Hopefully get a bit of cover. Let's move the king down to here and try to pincer this chap from 2 directions. We've engaged him. Attacks of opportunity are now possible. You can stay here. And you can move to there. Like that. I should probably raise shields. Right. We want to come this way. And invite him to provoke attacks of opportunity. Yeah, I thought so. Alright. Well, we're going to try for a stun attack. Just end. End. What I should do... 8? Yeah, sure. Is go for the kill that way. Alright, looks like we gained some experience points. Nobody died. Volkver and Kedlin have really suffered though, so we want to be very careful about engaging in the near future. Also, we want to try and get the resources to upgrade our gear. You successfully dispatch the bandits. You search their bodies for what little they have. We have 7 gold and 1 medical supplies, but no materials. 2 battle events. Guess what? This ain't a safe place. We're going this way. Unknown might mean no fighting. You see movement further down the forest path. A group of armed men are inserting archers' stakes into the earth and fortifying their position with barrels and boxes. It seems these bandits are barricading the road with ill intent. We could approach the blockade or attack. And I should be equipping bandit. I'll approach. Maybe they'll trade for supplies, probably not. The bandits see you approach, eyeing each other nervously. They seem to have no intention to trouble you with their blockade only half built. We could attack, or just pass on through and hope they don't attack us. Not a word is spoken as they allow you to pass through. Volkver is badly hurt. We will give him some bandages, and hopefully he will recover. You know what? We will put some on Kedlin as well. And then we want to be heading away from the enemies, so this is dangerous. We will instead head in this direction. We are being herded in the direction they are searching, however. You stumble upon an abandoned camp. Scattered crates containing provisions are strewn across the ground. Most of the provisions have spoiled, but you gather what food remains edible and move on. No material supplies, though. Do the cursor... No, the cursor keys don't let us scroll on the map. I think we want to loop around this way and go over here a bit while the enemy continues their search for us, because if they find us, it will not go well for us. That is very close to this. I mean, it'll take them a... So this is their main capture. Yeah, let's go straight to the trader. You see a blockade ahead of you and prepare to confront bandits. However, as you get closer, instead you see the bandits dead. A few Polyomians rest casually as a travelling smith and a figure draped in robes speaks in front of the blockade. As you approach, you hear the merchant thanking the roadman for having his men clear the blockade. The roadman spots you and invites you to converse. Let us speak. We're not going to attack. We are not in the greatest shape. The men speak as you trade. They remark on how troublesome these blockades have become and that never have the bandits of Tamkau been so organised. Do we have anything? Syndicate. What? The hooded broker. Ah, a discerning customer. Welcome. So core tactics, seize the initiative. And we have steady resolve and melting pot as advanced tactics. These will cost us money. Side dealings, receive a small amount of gold each time you engage in trade or survival training. The tenacity rating of all allied units is increased by 10. So these are all lovely things that we cannot afford with our 13 gold. Speaking of lovely things we cannot afford, we do not have the materials for an upgrade. And it would seem we can't... Oh, we can sell items. Okay, so what do? Do we... No, we can't go... We've got some bandages and stash, but I'm afraid we're just going to have to move on, I feel. An unknown event or another battle event. Let's avoid combat for now. You see a small stone outcrop through the tree line. The dark mouth of a cave is half hidden by the forest undergrowth. Let us investigate. We may be able to rest, or we might find some material in there if it's like a disused mine. As you upon approaching the cave's mouth, you notice fresh footprints leading out of it. A small group, you surmise, in which case they shouldn't be the largest threat to us. You duck into the cave, plunging into the dark. You strike a torch. You find yourself in a large open cavern, a shallow stream running through it. You see the glimmer of ore on one side of the cave and what appears to be a small camp on the other. If we had a pickaxe we could mine. Let's inspect the camp. A roasted fish has been left above a smouldering fire. A few loose coins lie on a stool. Nuggets of iron ore sit on a table. A small mining camp. Look, we'll take the golden supplies. We owe these men nothing. Their king tried to murder us. It feels dishonourable. And we are on a redemption path, but we really need the supplies. It's more bloody food. You rob the camp of everything of value. 7 gold and 9 provisions. Some unrefined metal ore, we'll take it and leave the cave. You leave the cavern. As you leave the vicinity of the outcrop, you hear the sound of conversation behind you. A band of miners talk amongst one another before disappearing into the cavern. They're going to be pissed off. So let's move. Oh, we're going to be fighting wherever we go. Let's go here because it will give us more options for future encounters. You find yourself on the border of a large Strafaian encampment, busy with activity. Further along the camp's edge you spot 2 gagged men bound to a tree. Bandits. We could approach the bandits. They don't seem to be guarded. Attack the encampment or leave. Let's approach the bandits. Dangerous though this may be. You move along the encampment's border until you reach the captives. Their eyes are trained on you. Let's free the men. They may do a favour for us in return later on. You ungag the bandits and slice them free of their bindings. Oh, let's hope they don't start thanking us loudly before we're out of the area. The bandits dust themselves off. They take a look at the encampment, then at one another. They dart into the trees. Yeah, we'll do the same. Let's bugger off out of here. You leave the Strafaian encampment. Soldiers are going to be a serious issue. Let's go to this unknown event rather than a battle event straight away. Get a little more recovery in there. You find a clearing, and in it 6 strange stone structures. Hundreds of stones have been placed to create 6 circular mounds, evenly spaced from one another. Each mound is about the length of a man. Let us inspect these burial mounds. You step towards one of the mounds. Smaller stones fill the space between larger ones. Whoever made this had no intention for it to be removed, and we have no spade or shovel or pickaxe to dig it up, so we're leaving. You leave the clearing. Excellent. We have unknown, but enemies capturing these areas. Controlled by bandits. Strafaian capture speed much. Okay. 10%. So they're coming in strong up here, really. And we do need to try and be a little less predictable. So let us go over here. The thing is, for battle events, while risky, will involve... I haven't looked at our armour to see if it repairs. A scruffy, cloaked man approaches you. He asks if you have a sword to lend. He explains a bitter rivalry he shares with a man who has since armed himself with a band of mercenaries. He promises a generous reward for their death. Let's accept his offer and get ourselves into trouble. He pays you an upfront fee, thanking you for your help, then tells you the location of his rival's camp. Upfront payment is... As you near the camp, a man, well-dressed, approaches you before you reach its borders. He knows why you are here, and says he will pay you handsomely if you leave him and his men be. It's a bribe. You know what, we've already taken payment up front. Let's just attack. It's a little more honourable, and we did do some daylight robbery over there in a cave in the mine. We need to make up for it somehow, as this is allegedly a redemption arc. You draw your sword, and the camp's mercenaries meet your charge. Now, mercenaries are not professional soldiers, so they don't have the funds, necessarily. Then again, professional soldiers can be... Okay, what do we got? Yashim, the mace bearer. Ramir, another mace bearer. Maulman, shield bearer. So I'm seeing a lot of blunt bashy weapons. Let us go to here like this. End turn. We need to go to there. End. We need to be protecting our pikemen. If we go to there, we will get some attacks in. Heavy-handed, decisive. I should be paying more attention to enemy traits. Inspired, oh goodness. Okay. I think, though, this is slightly better for us. It's not okay. Oh, right in the middle. Okay. Firstly, that mace grip is very, very unorthodox. I think he's just holding it backwards, but it looks upside down. What can we do about this situation? Well, for starters, of the king, if we want to go round behind these men, we're kind of cut off here. So this is a big mistake. If we go to here, if we go in there, we're striking the front. I think I'll move to here and end my turn. Alright. We'll go for the stun, which misses, and a regular, which also misses. That is not great. Okay, pikeman, here's what you're going to do. You're going to stab him, and ideally do it again. And Volkver is going to have to hold out on this side for a while. It won't be pretty. Alright. Raise shield, abso-flippin-lutely. You know what? We'll go for the double bleed. Because now he's bleeding for 2 turns, 3 damage at the start of his turn. Or it's 2 stacks of bleed, and he's only bleeding for 1 turn, but 6 damage. Either way, it's nice. Let's end our turn. Wait. T... that way, because we're likely to be attacked from that direction too. Yep. Ouch. Saw that one coming. Okay. Oh, bugger! The pikeman. Okay. So now, we are at risk of being surrounded. 60 armor, 38 armor. I think we go in here. Heavy strike. And again, and then face this direction. It's better than nothing. And end our turn. Next up, I don't think we can kill him, but we can put in a valiant effort. Okay, so mace attack here. 8 stamina. So why? I don't want to attack. I want to... There we go. I want to turn to face this way and shield up and attack. This one will do, right? It's better than nothing. Oh, it is spacebar. I was just instinctively going to try it. So then... Our swordsman is not getting a turn? Okay, I'll work on... Bloody hell. Okay. New round. Well, I think this man needs killing, this man needs killing. We'll do one over there. And one over here. And we will pray we can do the 17 damage there with other people. Speaking of other people... Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. But it worked. And then we will strike this one to rotate our facing. Lazily. Pikeman. Our king is very healthy, but his armour is running low. Ooh, yeah, that's a point. I think our armour did start full, but I didn't look too closely. Now. Where am I wanting to place damage? I think just here. There we go. Right. Oh, it's you. Okay, well, obviously, you're fighting over here. And it's going to take a while. Oh, yeah, eat that attack of opportunity. Oh. Alright, well, my liege, I suggest you smite this individual mightily with your heroic blade. You will be getting back up shortly. Now, ooh, okay. Our stun attack is not yet ready. These are both basically the same health and armor values, so we'll attack here. And turn to face this way. Now, our pike priorities, basically over here again, I think. That is terrible. So we'll throw one out over there as well, as that is a slightly more significant priority right now. Okay. The big hammer is very risky. I think we're going to have to eat attacks of opportunity very soon. Okay. 76, 20, 27. Damn it. Okay, we will attack 3 times and face... No, that way. And then the next round's going to hurt like hell. Okay. The king is very healthy, but we can't really get round behind any of these individuals. So, actually... No. Damn it. I think we just attack for now. And I feel we're doing badly here. So. What happened there? Why did the pikeman seem to join in? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the fact that he's helping. Pylon. When the user hits a target unit, during their turn. Apply pile-on. After a unit affected by pile-on has been hit by allied units 5 times, the unit who inflicted the effect immediately strikes them with a basic attack if the target is within range. Only 1 unit can be marked per unit with the pile-on perk. Last 3 turns. So basically, when he hits someone, he will hit them again. The king isn't going to get 5 hits. These 2 can between them. So let us stab away. That's really bad news for us. We do have some... Oh, God. That's bad news. Right, okay. So this is 2 hits, right? And we will remain facing this way and end our turn, and it will hurt like hell. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh, this is bad. Well, let us apply violence to the situation and then turn to face this way because we'll take less damage from him. Then we'll go for a stun attack and a regular there. This is really bad. It's okay because we're facing him, but also probably dead. Oh, happy for him to bleed to death. Oh! You what? Okay. When a unit in your company's health is reduced to 0, they are struck down. All units start with a base tenacity rating of 80, which affords them an 80% chance of surviving being struck down. Surviving struck down units suffer severe injuries that must be treated with medical supplies or they risk becoming marred. If an injured or marred unit is struck down again, they will die regardless of their tenacity rating. Okay, and presumably some injuries permanently reduce tenacity. Well, ow. Okay, we go like that. Raise shield. Attack again because it increases our chance of a kill. And then turn to face this direction. It's better than nothing. Alright. I think we have to eat the attack of opportunity. And kill. Alright. 1, 2, 3. It's something. 1, 2, 3, and we are probably in a lot of danger. Well, I think we know what's happening here, don't we? King moves down to here and does a lot of damage next turn. Although, we kind of need to be over here helping, but it's a bit of a lost cause. I think we are going to 6, 8, so just over to here. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Ow. A lot, obviously. That's good. It's all good damage. It's just that we're not in the greatest of shapes right now. Oh, thank you! I mean... Oh... Something miraculous happened there. Or really buggy. No health. 1... Oh, no armor, 1 health. I see, okay. 1, 2, 3 front. If we go there, we get a back strike, sure. Alright. It's all pain and suffering. And then we'll turn to face this way to reduce the flanking damage. Oh, lovely. Not so lovely. Oh, yes, please. Oh, not so good. See, now we're just in deep doo-doo. If we go there, we can still attack. And miss. Great. Okay. Well, we'll finish him off and bash this one. Ow. Okay. Straight hits, I'm afraid. We can't afford the attacks of opportunity. What we can do is fail to stun rather spectacularly. That's bad news for us. Oh, okay. Well, good dodge, and our foe is down. As are two of our allies, however, and that's really bad news. Now, how do we use medical supplies? A bloodied, unwarmed body lies among the rest. It seems the cloaked man's rival died in the conflict. We've got 41 gold, 10 materials, 2 medical supplies, 41 provisions. We're getting a lot of provisions and 34 experience. However, your employer calls out to you from the outskirts of the camp and approaches you smiling. He hands you the reward he promised. We've gained rough raw gems and a golden ring. We also have 2 men who are badly hurt. We will... While in an injured state, this unit cannot improve. So he can't regain health, or can't gain experience points. 3 hours and 44 minutes until the injury becomes permanent. I don't know how much time passes as we travel on the map, but we will treat this injury. 3 medical supplies. Ouch, okay. You'll recover in an hour and a half. And Kedlin, 3 hours 38. Yeah, another 3 medical supplies. Ouch. Okay. Marsk has gained a level. He's now level 2, and he gets to choose skills, apparently. Wait. Compression blow. Drive a crushing strike into an enemy unit's chest, leaving them vulnerable to further attacks. Lower damage, lower accuracy. On hit, apply compressed. Compressed increases the damage taken from compression blow by so we stack compression. Oh, it's got a 1-turn return time, so we just keep hammering the nail, essentially. Provoke. On use, provoke the target. Provoked units suffer from 30 accuracy rating reduction when attacking any other unit than the unit that provoked them. Great. This effect lasts 2 turns, or if the provoked unit is more than 1 tile away from it. Oh, see, you've got to stay close to him. Learning. This unit focuses on more general learning and growth. Gain 1 ability point, which is not a skill. Ability points up here, so ability points can improve skills, maybe. On next level, gain 2 additional ability points. Increase experience rating by 10. Lasts until the next level up. So it's no permanent skill, but a faster improve ability points. And fluid. This unit switches between offensive and defensive stances periodically. Begin in a defensive stance, increasing protection rating by 15. Then, at the end of your turn, switch to an offensive stance, increasing damage by... Wait, so we're defensive... Okay, so this is for running away from attacks of opportunity. Increasing damage by 15%. Switch again to... Okay, no, so it switches an alternate. Okay. I can... Wait. How many? I get to choose 1. Okay. I'm going to go... Compression blow is really nice. Provoke is nice. I'll go with compression blow for now. And 1 ability point. What do I do with an ability point? Is it literally just the amount of skills I got to choose? So bash... 7 to 12... 7 to... What am I doing here then? Wait, volition. Evolve. Oh, I see. So evolve, unlock new properties of your abilities, so increase accuracy rating for it. Splinter, crush defenses, shatter armor, gives it armor penetration, okay. When attacked, the user faces the attacking unit. Yes, that's really good actually. Because if they attack him a second time, he'll then be prepared to defend. If no enemy units are adjacent to the user, demoralize all enemy units within the user's zone of control when they move next to an enemy unit. Hang on. My zone of control is for 3 squares in front of me. All enemy units within my zone of control are adjacent to me, so they will always be... Unless the zone of control projects outwards in a cone. That is unclear and needs a bit of better explanation, I think. So for knockout, we can increase the damage and critical, or the accuracy rating. Extra accuracy on knockout would be good. Compressed now also increases the critical rating of received compression blows by 1/3 of it. Okay, of the total damage bonus. Or increases damage from compression blows from 30 to 60. Okay, so that's hitting harder. That's more criticals. I feel we go for the extra accuracy on knockout. And now... close that. So we have accuracy rating plus 20, which I'm not sure if it's fully written into the skill, but hey. And the king, of course, has gained something. Okay, let's see. Whirlwind attack. Strike all enemy units around you, including allies. Oh, yeah, all units around you. Not wise yet. Riposte. Ready yourself to counterattack. Grants riposte to the user. Units of riposte, when hit, immediately retaliate with a basic attack. This does not include flanking attacks. So it's only good against frontal attacks. Got it. Last one turn. Learning. Nice. Combat ready. This unit is a patient fighter, conserving its energy for when it needs it most. Retain up to 5 stamina for the next turn. Yeah, we'll take that. And for our basic sword slash, we can increase damage, but also extra stamina cost, or accuracy, damage variation minus 10%. So the damage is 12 to 19. So that, I presume that doesn't go from 130 down to 120, but rather the variation from 12 to 19 would go down to like 13 to 18 or something almost. And heroic strike. On critical hit, rally nearby allied units within 2 tiles. That's good. That's great. On striking down a target with this ability, rally allied units within 2 tiles of the user. I don't know if these 2 paths are mutually exclusive yet. But what's a critical chance? Our critical chance is 50. Oh, that's pretty good. Everyone starts at 50. Rally units benefit from 10 bonus critical rating. We'll give it a try, right? We will take that. And we shall endeavour to use heroic strike a little more often. Right, well, we got 2 more battle events and we are not ready for those. So let's head towards this unknown event. And pray it is not too nasty. You come across a decrepit well. Its roof has collapsed and a fungus coats its stone walls. You look inside and see something glimmer in the darkness. We have no rope. We leave. You turn away from the well and leave. Now, we do have a gold ring worth a lot. Does that mean we need to wear it to equip it? I believe it does. So let's do that. We'll give the skeleton key to Volkva. You know what? That's a lot of bandages, but at this early stage it's probably a good idea. And we have rough gems. Okay. So he will take the gems with the intent of selling them. Okay, unknown event, or a trader. Guess what? It's a trader. We could really do with that. Further down the forest path, you see a hooded man speaking with a smith, his travelling forge set down. A few armed men stand to the side. Guards. You hear the end of a conversation trail off as you approach. They speak of the masterful craftsmanship of the smiths of the West. You greet one another and they invite you to trade. I'm not going to attack. Right, excellent. Syndicate is here. The hooded man is ready. 35. Ooh, yeah. Let's just take a moment here. Let's sell this. I don't seem to be able to sell an item. Huh. Interesting. And these? How do I... Apparently I just don't. If we could get... It would be nice to invest in one of these upgrades. So I think I should hold off on individual improvements for now. With 35 gold... So, effective employer. Recruit, replace, recruit, replace. New recruits are granted 20% bonus damage, free initiative, and 15 critical rating during their first free engagements. Nice. Or, shouldn't that be camaraderie? Camaraderie is more sort of... That's weird. Deepen the bond between your men. When an allied unit falls below 40% health or is defeated, allies within 3 tiles of the unit benefit from a 1 initiative increase and 15% bonus damage. Nice. What's this? Shared knowledge. You learn everything new recruits have to offer you. Knowledge is power. Nervesk is granted a 35% increased overworld vision range when this insight is learnt, and whenever a unit is recruited. Ends when moving to a new location. So it's temporary. We don't recruit people that often yet. You know what? Serrated edge on the pike will give extra critical hit chance. Can inflict bleed. Also some tassets. Side tassets. Again, I want to save up for one of these, so how do we sell things? Have we just been hitting the wrong kind of merchants? We need a trader, obviously. So let's go looking for one. Now, I imagine the Men of the West is like a kingdom far off to the west, not just the western parts of this map, although he is further over to the west than some. Interestingly, they've avoided this portion of the deep forest in their pursuit of me and are heading around it. Threshold event. You are close to one of Temkao's regional borders, a place to compose yourself. Interesting. Let's go this way. That looks like a recruitment event. A lone stall sits just off the path ahead. A man stands behind it, oddly still. You get closer to the stall and the man calls out to you. Strangely, you notice nothing is on display. Good day, sir. Need to stock up on your supplies? Luckily for you, I have everything you need right here. Feels like an ambush. Let's ignore the man. You continue past the man, who continues to call out for your attention until his voice fades behind you. I may regret that, but we'll see. We do probably have the money for another recruit. That's battle. We are not healthy. Wounds have been treated. Let's just head on. You find a small camp. A band of Polyomians sit around it, their weapons being tuned by a travelling blacksmith. Upon seeing you, they invite you to sit with them. Yeah, we'll rest for freelancers. Recruit and trade. Sure. The Polyomian's eyes widen at the prospect of work. Still no trader. Damn it. Okay. So nothing here. Recruiting, on the other hand. Ooh. Nessun, a shield bearer. We got 2 shield. Ooh. This one's a lot better. Why? So flail, armator, gap finder. Vindictive. Ooh, yeah. Nice. 3% damage to any unit that successfully hit you on a previous turn. Okay. Jas. Isn't that we? I'll tell you that. Blunt impact, yeah. F. So we got the big two-handed hammer. More shield bearers. And a sentinel? Surely that's sentinel. I think there's a bit of dirt on my screen covering part of the L near the top. Makes it look like an eye. Let's go... Wait. Sure. Zaraf. Join me. There we go. He is ready to fight. Excellent. We could go down to this battle, but we... Ooh. Border event. How about we just go to here while our enemies continue to search for us? You follow the sound of an intricate, whimsical melody to a camp. A bard comes to the end of his song and puts away a pan flute. One of his guardsmen stirs a pot of stew that bubbles over the campfire. The bard invites you to share a meal with him and his men, insisting that you listen to another of his songs in return. You know what? After this grim slog, my men could probably do with a little heartening. You enjoy the stew the bard's men have prepared. Despite the meal replenishing you, the bard's next song, full of mourning, weighs on you. Your mind dwells on the dangers ahead. We do get 25% of our health back though, so that's great. And now we'd better head to this border event between the two regions of Temkal. Expect something, and it's red. Can we... No, we can't swap these two round. That's worth a try. Oh, and the enemy are hard on our heels. Of course they are, we rested. The woods around you have grown eerily quiet. You hear your heart beat in your ears, sweat drips off your brow and your hairs stand on end. You keep moving. You hear the crunching of leaves behind you. You turn and feel panic fill your body as you realize you are alone. A smooth voice calls out to you from a tree's shadow. A bounty hunter, his uniform dyed black, walks calmly toward you. You know of him, one of Ekel Dursk's most prized headhunters. None know his name, but all of Rudome and Strafa have heard of his dark cape. He speaks to you slowly, clearly. Your death will be quick, King. My men shall extend the gift to any that follow you. He draws his sword, his movements precise and intentional. You reach for your own, and engage. Okay. Let's see how this one goes. Glad we picked up an extra recruit. Alright, we are surrounded on multiple sides. So, Kalanor, the duelist, we want to find... Oh, we don't know his name. Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. I only see 3 foes in the timeline. So. Kedarir, Kalanor. Okay. So this fellow here, Jor, the headhunter, is going to be nasty. So we don't like being surrounded. We've got enemies on 1, 2, 3 sides. Let's change that. Yeah, ow. Here we go. Alright. Let's move to... Ooh, now that's a good point, actually. We do need to hold these up. So we need to get over here and protect the king, but we need to protect him on multiple sides. This looks like it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do something. Let's go to there and go for a big hammer bash. It's for next turn. Our pikeman moves to here and does not attack, but faces this way. You, my friend, you just move down to here and like that. And get that shield up. Did I not do it? And then we come to here and continue to protect the king. Speaking of the king... Oh, okay, that's really bad. End our turn. Uh-huh. Our armor is being shredded. Uh-huh. Ow. Okay. We will try for the stun. Really? And the hammer. And it will be something. Okay, pike time. And again, please. And then face this way, because it's going to hurt like hell when he arrives. Actually. Oh, yeah, we really can't go far. Okay. Now. I'm thinking. Try for the bleed. Get that shield up. And end turn. Now. The swing is an attack. A basic normal attack, right? Good. Dizzying blows. Less damage, less accuracy. Strike twice. If either strike hits the target, they are dazed. Dazed units suffer from a 50 accuracy damage reduction. So we have a 60% chance of hitting, so we go for that. That drops to 40. I think we'll go regular attack, which is risky enough as it is. And our enemy closes. Oh, bad news. Alright. My liege, you must strike at this knave. Vexatious though he be. That's better. And a third time. Excellent. We might be on the brink of turning this. Designate target. That sounds bad. Okay, he targeted the pikeman, then attacked someone else. That's not ideal. But then he did come back to him. Uh-oh. Okay. Marsk, you know what to do. Hammer home your advantage. And a normal hit. And then get the hell over here. One hit or big pain. I think... Yeah. We take the attack of opportunity. And turn this way. Alright. This is... Volkver. Okay, Volkver. Just slice him with your sword. Any damage is good damage. And then Zeraf. I suspect 70, 53. Yeah. Hit this one. Because you actually stand a chance here. And turn to face... Turn this way. There we go. My liege. Moving to here feels advantageous. Because your armor is... not in a good way. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, in all fairness, he's a nasty bastard, right? He's going to give us a hard time. You know what to do. It's better than nothing. Speaking of better than nothing, however... Ugh. The dodginess on these guys. Okay. It's something. My lord, run like fuck. Because there's an assassin on your heels. Is he gonna... Ooh. So, designated target. Is that just for him, or is that for all his men? Either way, it can't be good. Right. I suspect... Yeah, 51 is terrible. Right. Shield up. And then mace down. We tried. Now, his shield cannot be raised, so we will just go for the kills. It's something. Now, low accuracy, high dodge, lower dodge. Let's just go to here and fuck him up. Oh yeah, keep that shield up. He's our best bodyguard. He's not Volkvar, he's the other one. He's like Maersk or Marsk. Okay. You know, let's just try it anyway. Because you never can tell. Look, you're holding out. You're doing great. You know what we can do? No, we can't. Ooh. Oh, hello. Or we can just hit this one. Ooh. Okay. Got him. And now it's going to get fiddly. We are baiting attacks of opportunity here, which is not wise. Saw that one coming. Oh, okay. Interesting. Fucking hell, how many attacks does he get? And we're going to run out of medical supplies. Okay. Hit him. Hit him again. A third time. Excellent stuff. Nobody knows who he is, and after this fight, nobody will. Now, my lord, if you would just kindly move in here and execute the bastard. There we go. 2 nasty injuries. Is he dead now? I think he is recovered, but we'll see. Please, please, please give me some material components. You have slain a legendary bounty hunter and his men, conscious that such an act could have more parties in, such a man would have more parties in his convoy. You search for bodies quickly, not forgetting the Dursk man's black cape. We've got 41 gold, 20 provisions, 28 experience, veteran's cape, and Neversk has gained 1 leadership point. As you hurry down the forest path, 3 routes present themselves to you. You come to a halt, analysing your paths ahead. A crossroads lies ahead of you, busy with life, though you are weary that Dursk's men might be idling there. Before the crossroads, a merchant loads a caravan of goods, an opportunity for a safe escape, if he is generous enough. Off the path, smoke billows out of the woods. It is unlikely that bounty hunters would be sitting in a bandit camp. Let's approach the travelling merchant. The merchant offers you a friendly greeting as you approach, but then sees the serious intent drawn on your face. You ask if you might find passage further into the forest in his caravan, or maybe we could actually trade with him as well. The merchant knows not to ask too many questions, but admits that fitting you into his caravan requires him to leave some of his stock behind. Politely, he asks you to compensate him first. We will absolutely do that. You hand the man his gold and pile uncomfortably into his caravan and hope he does not betray us. You wait patiently as you feel him struggle to trundle the new weight along the forest path, even enlisting the help of his guards to assist him. After some time, he opens the caravan and lets you out, explaining he needs to rest. You find yourself deeper in Temkau. And we're now in the deep woods, apparently. And there is a fog behind us. Presumably we may not go back that way. First off, okay. Volkvar has leveled up. We have Reprising Strike. Follow up your last used offensive ability with a strike that reduces its cooldown. Okay, so that would be the 4-turn cooldown on rending strikes. On hit, reduce the cooldown of this unit's last used ability by 2. Wow, okay. Or protect ally. 30% of damage received by an adjacent allied unit is redirected to this unit if the attacker is within this unit's zone of control. This effect lasts for 2 turns. You know what? We probably should. We probably should. That's really nice. He is the more offensive one, so we'll go Reprising Strike. And treat an injury. May we not? We may not. Punctured lung. Bloody hell. And Kedlin can have Pike Wall. Automatically strike enemies in a cone up to 2 tiles ahead. Swarm Strike. Deals 20% extra damage for each of your allies. Okay, so it's a ganging up attack. Learning seems to be available at every level. And Bloodletter. First basic attack each round inflicts bleeding, dealing attempt. Okay. Gain plus 8% damage for each bleeding enemy. Okay, so that really would focus on... We'll go Swarm Strike for now. Treat his injury. We need more medical supplies. Let's go here. A man with a small pack hurries toward you down the forest path. He kneels at your feet, a true Rudomian, who approves of your rule and questions why his king travels through these woods. You explain your plight to him. He offers his deepest condolences and expresses his hatred for Boros. He wishes he could offer you aid, but he requires his supplies for his journey home. We could force him to leave his belongings here, or ask him to join us. The man accepts. He would have to make the journey home alone regardless, and would proudly make it alongside you. Grunt Rowan has joined your company. And there he is. Well, let's try and look after him. Unknown. I feel threshold events are somewhat favourable. You are drawn to a camp of hunters by the rich smell of smoking meat. They greet you, inviting you to sit and enjoy a meal. Or, if you have the coin, lighten their burden of excess meat. You know what? We got plenty of food, so let's just sit and have a meal. The meat is tough and dry, but it serves to fill your stomach as you rest by the warmth of the fire. All units have gained 16% of their maximum health. Excellent. Now, here's another threshold event, and I think I should. Although, we will have to Whoa! You find the shelter of a dilapidated hut, boards and nails scattered across its rotting floor. The walls are intact enough to shield you from prying eyes. Let's scavenge for medicine and materials. You tear the boards from the walls and collect any loose from the forest floor that is yet to be eaten or not by rot. So we got 12 materials and 24 gold. Now we need to get out of here because the enemy are very close. 30% Stratharian capture speed. We could go through. Not wise. Let's head up here. A fire smoulders at the centre of an empty camp. Scattered belongings and collapsed tents suggest a hurried departure. We will scavenge. They ain't coming back. Or if they are, anything truly valuable has gone with them. They left what they couldn't afford to take with them. You pick through the camp, scavenging for anything that might prove useful. We got gold, materials, and provisions. Still, no medical supplies. Beneath one of the collapsed tents, you find a heavy chest reinforced with iron. We do have a skeleton key. You use the skeleton key to unlock the chest and take its contents. We got 22 gold and a gold bar. Now, we really need to move as the enemy are hot on our heels. I think we need to head off in this direction. That's a trader. Let's do it. You follow the clanging of iron to a small ruins inhabited by Polyomians. The freelancers have set up camp in what appears to be an ancient forge. Let us absolutely trade with the freelancers. The Polyomians greet you in their northern tongue. Excellent. We can recruit. We can't sell anything. Okay. But there is a blacksmith, and I've been wanting one of these upgrades for ages. Let us upgrade our armour. Increases the gear strength of Nurvesk and his company's outfit. So, increases the attribute bonuses of all outfit equipment. So, for his armor, it would increase the maximum health and armor rating. Maximum health and armor rating. Maximum health and initiative. Armor rating and health. Armor rating and health. So, sure. And it doesn't change. Maybe at every 3 points, it'll change. But for now, everyone should have slightly better stats. 100. Yep, I see it already. I see a marked improvement in the quality of their gear. I imagine it would be very hard to max out both of these on a single playthrough, possibly even impossible. Currently, it's looking like it's going to be very hard to max out just one. Although, presumably, there may be a higher difficulty setting or something in the future. We're done here. Unknown event, unknown event. But our enemies are closing in hard around this area to the east, so let us go west, even though it also involves going south a bit. You reel back as you almost step on a warfang's tail. Instinctively you draw your sword, only to see the beast sleeping. A small pack of them is nestled beneath the roots of a tree. Then you see him. A naked man, seemingly sleeping peacefully among the beasts. If we wake him, he may startle and wake the beasts. Let's just leave. You leave the man and the beasts to their rest. And we'll go to a recruitment event. Excellent. A gruff voice calls out for your attention. You turn to see a large man wielding a spiked mace approaching, leading a band of armed men. He asks bluntly if you're looking for fighters. We are. Let's see what he's got. Enforcer. Partially blind. Well, and muscular. That's not good. Unpredictable. Flippin' heck. Ooh, okay. A duelist. We've encountered those recently. Eager student. Well, 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 you're looking like quite the recruit, aren't you, Herald? Wyaranor, the spearman, not a pikeman. Restores 2 stamina on hit on free or free on critical hits. Okay. Scatterbrained. Okay, I think calculated. Sure. And now we have Herald at our side. And he oh, yeah. We have ability points, don't we? Because of the leveling. Yes, let us absolutely do that. So. Reprising strike. Reduces the cooldowns. Yeah, so. Oh. Big reduction. I see. If an ability's cooldown is completely refunded, reprising strike's cooldown is reduced by 3. Aha. So 4, then 2 turns later, we could do that for a big payoff. I can give that a go. Combo that I may never get to use. Right, so. Basic thrust increases critical rating or accuracy. We could go with the accuracy. Right, he could do with that. There we go. And we move on as our enemy marches behind us through the woods. Above the canopy, you see birds circling somewhere ahead. Let's investigate. Because it may be carrion. You find yourself in a clearing with circling birds above you. You see what catches their interest. A dead horse. Its saddlebags look untouched. Well, we can fend off a few birds, probably. Although the birds may follow us and draw the attention. No, we'll search. You approach the horse and search its saddlebags. A few pieces of gold and unspoiled provisions. Feeling vulnerable in the open, you move hastily onwards. We have gained materials, though. And a ring of swiftness. which has an invigorating effect on initiative and... yeah, sure. 2 of the same. Okay. Let's give it to the peasant, actually. And we will wear the cloak. As I believe our king seems to have one anyway. So we'll just take these off and presume that when we finally meet a merchant we can trade with. Oh, the skeleton key is not a consumable. Okay. Interesting. Right, let's march on. You come to a newly erected campsite. The fire burns brightly. The entrances to 5 neat tents flap loosely in the wind. Let's search through a tent. A healer's tent. You find a few bandages and other medical supplies. 3 medical supplies and a bundle of bandages. If we search too many tents, we're at risk of... We'll search one more tent, but that's it. We're at risk of discovery. A provisions tent. You find dried meat and a hunting trophy. We get 23 provisions and a warfang tooth, and we can search again. No, we're leaving. You leave the camp with your stolen goods. Unknown events. Let's go this way as it opens up more opportunities for us. I see trader. That's good. Following the sound of voices, you find a large armed party bickering in front of the collapsed mouth of a cave. The men see you, and both you and they reach for arms instinctively, but you see them share looks between one another, and they call out that they are not looking to fight. Let's ask what they are doing. As you approach, you see a couple of bandits whisper to one another. Cave collapsed on us. Few still inside. We have no pickaxe. We can help them clear the rubble for 4 actions, which will make the enemy move a lot. Oh no, this action requires at least 4 companions. Okay, we can do this. Yeah, sure. Assisting the men, you manage to create an opening, just big enough to reach through. And let's hope they don't fuck us up when we do. Men begin to file out of the exit, and you are surprised to find them wearing Strathian colours. The saved men thank you meekly, offering you a pitiful amount of gold for your rescue. We could leave, attack them or demand more. Let's not make any trouble. Let's just get out of here before things turn nasty. You leave the area. And then go to this trader, because we might actually get to finally sell some things. You never know. Ahead of you, you see 2 men in conversation. One leading an armed company, the other draped in heavy robes. Let us approach. As you approach the men, you hear the tail end of their conversation. It's a shame the League dissolved unproven. A war between the northern kingdoms and the tribes to the east, that would have made good history. The 2 men nod at you politely as you approach. The leader of the company addresses you. Well met. I am a broker of mercenaries. My friend here... Well... The robed figure speaks. I deal in knowledge, foreign and exotic, which means, once again, we're not going to get to trade. Both men agree to trade. The broker calls his men to order, while the hooded figure pulls out parchments from within the folds of his robe. Trader! At last! Excellent! We will sell our rough, raw gems. How? Do I place some over here? Do I... like that? Okay, just drag across is good. Of a gold bar, it's just money. Can I just go to the middle? No, I have to go across to the other side. Pickaxe would be good. Sure. We've had enough times when it would be very useful. What is this? Lollipop for 2 gold. It's food. It's probably got a bone out of it as a bit of meat. Gold for tools. 5 gold for tools? Yeah. And medicine. Let's go 5 gold for tools. Medicine. Tools. Meds. Tools, 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 tools. The Warfang Tooth increases initiative and maximum stamina. This item is worth more to traders. And so, okay, sure. The Pacifist Amulet reduces damage, increases maximum stamina. Let's get 4 more. 6 more. There we go. Right, recruits. Oh! Two-handed sword. Got it, okay. Crossbowman. We could do it for range. Syndicate. We could learn a skill. Effective employer. Oh. Warmonger. After a victory, there's a 20% chance Nervesk's company gains 12% increased damage and free initiative for the next 2 engagements. Battle Insight. Immediately grants a perk to all current units in Nervesk's company, except Nervesk. Or Readiness. The initiative of all allied units is increased by 2. Do we need to take a core tactic before? Yeah, let's just take Effective Employer. How do we... Confirm your purchase of Effective Employer. Nervesk is only able to learn a maximum of 5 leadership tactics. There we go. You just gained a leadership tactic. Leadership tactics grant powerful company-wide benefits, primarily in combat. Purchase them from syndicate vendors and upgrade them with leadership points to enhance their effects. Once a tactic is purchased, it permanently occupies one of your tactic slots. Make your choice wisely. What's the difference between core and basic then? Core and advanced. So leadership we have Effective Employer. And it can be increased presumably through leadership points 4. Okay. Let's head in this direction because we are pursued. And that looks... what's orange? Deep in the forest, you come across a beautiful, tranquil glade filled with vibrant flowers. Though its peacefulness is tempting, you feel vulnerable in its openness. Let's stay here a while. You take a moment to drink in the glade's serenity before you notice the flowers have a luminescence. A slight warm glow surrounds each flower head. You consult your foraging guide, but fail to find a flower that matches. You decide to package the flowers, thinking they might prove useful once you understand their properties. You decide it is time to leave, and we have our glowing flowers to go with us. It seems your gut feelings were correct. Your wandering of the glade has afforded you the attention of a large bandit party ready to strike. So be it. And I'll probably end the episode after this fight, because it's been a decent length, hasn't it? How many? Many. Right, okay. That's many. That is 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this may be the end of a playthrough. Okay. Alright. How about we just go to here and end our turn? This is good. Yeah, it's going to be ugly. Although, they do appear to be rather under-equipped. Now, what do? So your basic attack, quick step strike. On hit, grant quickness. Quickness increases units' initiative. Okay, so it's not accurate, but it does speed us up. And technical strike. On hit, apply enfeebled. Enfeebled units suffer from 30% damage reduction and are unable to use offensive abilities. Okay, so that's like a... it weakens them and stops them. Okay. We go to there then. Here we go. Now this man is travelling with us. Oh, they're putting something nasty on their weapons. Okay. And this man is dangerous. Oh, he's swift. Okay. Let's go to there. They may come around. And then just here. Alright. The lines have been drawn. I kind of want to just... Wait. There. We are escorting this man to safety. He's escorting us. Let's have him just go be shield bearer to the king. And now it's going to get nasty. Okay, I think we do move up and smack him. And turn that way. There we go. Oh, this is not good. I kind of want to move around here, but we have our pikeman's defense. I'll just go to here, because currently we are at risk of being overwhelmed. Don't go round, go through. Excellent stuff. He's flagged up now, and if he takes a load of hits, we will jab him with a pike. Yep, saw that one coming. Now, where are you going? Interesting. I expected him to go to more of a flanking position. So, we have a sword, and we're not afraid to use it. You know what? Let's strike twice, and then... Yes, end turn. And this man needs to be hit. A lot. There we go. So at this point, I think what we're going to do is move His Majesty down to here. But flanking positions are better. So let's try and predict a little here. We don't want someone rushing in and killing the pikeman. Moving to here does feel almost wise, especially if we can get another hit on him, but we don't want to be near... Yeah, I think... Okay. I have convinced myself, reluctantly, to strike out at this individual and end our turn. Now, this is bad because of all these people. I think we just go to here and wait. And then you rush to here. You don't get to attack, but you do get to protect the king. Actually, let's defensively face almost... No, stay this way. That's good enough. Yep, okay, saw that one coming. This, though... Ah, oh, bugger. Okay. Oh, he just rushed right through. Somehow eating a lot of it. So, we're going to wallop this man. And again, please. And a third time. None of which were good enough to allow the pikeman. That's rough. We do have a pike. That was crap. Again, please. Amazingly crap. And the poison. Yeah. Oh, you know what we can do? Ooh. I like the fact he's staying in the back rank. It won't last. I think we need to roll up the line from this end, but we're going to be chewing through here a bit as well. Okay, so... that is a problem. Okay. I mean, if I just want to hit this guy... Oh, I see. Wrong person. Right. And this one. And again. And turn back this way. I mean, you absolutely mash this one. Would have been nice if you could actually hit him. New round. Okay. Our king is bleeding. 4 turns. That's bad. 86, 82. but we can gang up here. Okay, we'll try for the rallying strike. Hey, it worked. There we go. And now, I think we'll try a quick step attack and then just go normal. It is what it is. You're a peasant. Coat weapon. Okay. We can put some poison on our weapon. Look, they all did it. And there's a lot of those poisonous buggers. For now, we need to try to hold the line. 90, 90, 32. Smite him. You know what I said? Only 5. Okay. Face front. Pike. Do it. Oh, that was tragic. Okay. So far, we're holding up well, he says, drastically reconsidering that statement. Ow. My goodness. Oh, he's really slow. Okay. Let's go whop. Reset that. Attack. Okay, and turn that way. Okay, we'll try one here. One here. And turn that way. New round. Okay. Oh, this isn't great, is it? We'll strike him. And again, please. That was rubbish. This may help us, though. I was hoping to strike once and retreat. Okay. Did something. Okay. This isn't pretty. Kind of want to... There we go. Oh, the nuisance. I think I can hear very faint music. Bear with me one moment. Master volume 5%. Why was the master volume set to 5% by default? Okay. Well, that's different, isn't it? Can we get a kill? Yes. Alright. And now suddenly it all feels more serious. We tried. We need to get rid of this man at the back. Yeah, not looking good. We will definitely need to be resting. Oh, you bastard. Okay. Oh, you absolute git bitch. Cunt from hell. Okay. Obvious priority. We can't have that now, can we? Let's go that way. Yes. I know it feels dumb. Right. Good start. And it helps towards a pikeman who isn't stabbing him for some reason. Okay. Obviously, our priority is to protect the king. There we go. Oh! Alright. Seriously? And the pike misses anyway. Okay. And here, please. That was rubbish. But we tried. If we lose a second man this fight, we're in trouble. Because we don't have the medical supplies, I think, to lose two. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. Hell. Alright. Zaraf is not the most accurate of warriors. Right, okay, we have many problems. 69 is the lowest. Let's turn to face this way. It's not ideal. Okay. I think we just leg it down here. We could sneak up behind him, but this is in our best interest. Should have changed facing on arrival. Okay, well, now I know. Oof. I'm sure I could be doing better here. But... oh, so close. Okay. Oh, we're going to lose the king. He's poisoned and bleeding. But that's okay. Game over, I think. Oh, no, we're just going to all die instead. Awesome. Okay. Hit the bloody bloke, please, for God's sake. Okay. It's damage, it counts. It's not great, but hey. You're healthy. I think we need to start eating attacks of opportunity just to bloody hell. Okay. Well, next time I record this, there will be sound, apparently. Oh, wow. Okay. Clearly we should not have rested in that glade. Seriously? That's your plan? Okay. Could you hit him? Please. Would have been nice. Okay. Oh! Got him anyway, on his own turn. Excellent. Right. Can we stun? Apparently not. Here we go. Oh, really? I mean, that was obvious, but hey. It seems our mightiest warrior will indeed be the last man standing. For the glory of the king! Got him! That's my moral victory, and it's the only one I'm going to get. Well, there we go. Defeat. King Nervesk has died. Your attempt to find your way home has concluded in death, defeat, and darkness. It did not have to end this way. Will you try again? Definitely. But I think in a future video. That was a nice first experience. I must say, this game launched into early access a few days ago, and it's already had something like 3 patches, so that's great. For now, though, Obviously, I'm going to go off and listen to Kill the King by Rainbow a few times before I record the next episode, with the emphasis on moving the king out of check constantly. And I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next episode, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next video. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.